Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Bay Area Focus. I'm your host, Michelle Griego. It is time to celebrate because summer is finally here, and that means time to pack up those bags and get outside. But getting to your destination can be stressful, so we have the travel expert himself, Jeff Hunter, here to give us all the tips and tricks to make your vacation more relaxing. All right, we need these tips and tricks.
Oh, definitely.
Vacation, it can be as stressful as work sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like you need to take a vacation after you come back from vacation.
You do. Yeah, you always do. Okay, so here's the big question. How do you maintain sanity during travel?
Ooh, well, the first thing that I always like to do is make sure that, so many people don't do this, but if you just have a plan when you travel, it makes things so much easier. One of the problems is that we do things last minute. It's kind of like human nature. We always procrastinate. So you don't have to have like hey, I'm going to be 15-minute at a time increments what I'm going to do. But if you have an overall idea of what you're going to have each day, like day one, we're going to go to this place in the morning and this place at night. And also making sure you know where you're staying every night. That really makes everyone sane.
Well, yes, right? Because you get to a hotel and there's no vacancy, and then what do?
That's it.
You're sleeping in the car.
That's right.
All right, so you like to travel with gadgets.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the 5 must-have gadgets.
Awesome. I brought one here today, and this is called a DJI Osmo.
It's pretty cool.
And basically what it does, it gives you the whole power of having your own videographer at hand. As you move things around, it actually moves and it pivots, and you can have really clear and amazing pictures and video as well. And it will even has a technology called Active Track that follows your face around, so you can put it on top of a desk and it will follow you.
Okay, that makes life easier, huh? Mm-hmm. You've learned a lot from all of your travel. What's the most you've learned?
I think the number one thing I've learned is that people are people, and that no matter the culture, the country, the religion, that people just like to learn. And I think that that's our main goal and quest as we travel, is we should be absorbing and learning as much as we can.
And international travel, that's a whole other entity.
Yeah, and if you're going to travel internationally, if it's your first time ever, I would definitely recommend going to a country that has really good Western values. It has less culture shock. So Philippines is a great place. They align a lot with America. Of course, Australia is an amazing place to go. New Zealand, there's lots of great places. Of course, Europe. There's many places to go, and you can always find really good deals if you're looking at the right places.
You are a brave soul because you traveled to the Philippines with a 3-year-old.
Yes.
How did you do that? It's so funny when you go to Disneyland. We take the kids to Disneyland every year, and there is always a family fighting. And I always think it's the happiest place on earth, but not all the time.
Yeah, see, my idea of vacation isn't going to a place where everyone else is. It's to get away from everyone else. So for me, when I traveled to the Philippines, I took my wife and my 3-year-old son to the Philippines for 30 days. And yes, it was a challenge. The flight was 23 hours. There was some layover in Korea, which was great, by the way. But what I found, too, is that you make sure that your kids have plenty of no sleep. Make sure that they're tired before they get on the plane. That way they sleep a good amount of it. Even if it's like a 7-8 hour flight, sometimes you can get them to fly the whole time and sleep. But, make sure that they have a tablet or a toy, something that they really like to enjoy. That way it keeps them out of your hair and, well, everyone else on the plane, because they want to have sanity too.
Right, exactly. That's always the worst, when your kid is the one crying on the plane and you don't know what to do. I've been there before, trust me. Okay, so can you travel on a budget?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's actually some travel sites out there. Kayak is really cool because it actually looks at all the different airlines together, because I think the worst part about travel actually is trying to find the right deals. Like, hey, there's Southwest and Virgin, and then there's Philippine Airlines, and there's all these different airlines, and what you have to spend time finding each site and saying, where's the best deal at? Well, if you go to like kayak.com, they can search like all of the websites for all of the vendors, all the airlines, and find a really good price. So that's a really good idea. And
the hottest places in 2017?
Ooh, definitely, I have to say, because I like the Philippines, Puerto Princesa is amazing. They have the world's largest underground river there. It is just picturesque. It's something that you see when you think of vacation. The pictures there, that's what they look like.
Right.
Another place that's really amazing anywhere around Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. It's a great place to go as a beginner because especially since, well, there's a lot of tourists there already and they're used to dealing with you. And, you know, there's all sorts of places. I'm going to say, sometimes I like to switch it up and say, sometimes you don't have to take a flight. A good old road trip across America can be totally sufficient, and you can get a lot of value out of it. Pack up the kids and go.
Oh, my husband would love you. You know, he wants to buy an RV just to go on road trips.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, my wife, I'm trying to talk her into it, but we're not there yet.
Yeah, it might take a while. It's taken him about 5 years to try and talk me into it. Any last-minute tips, tricks?
Yeah, I think if you're going to travel, the most important thing is just to keep your mind open. Make sure that you're absorbing the things that are around you, and also make sure that when you leave, nothing's falling apart when you leave. A lot of people, they leave the job, or maybe they're a business owner and things are crumbling. So make sure that you set up the right systems and tools, or maybe hire an assistant or a virtual assistant to make sure that they're able to handle some of the things so that when you come back from vacation, you're not buried.
Okay, well, you have given such good advice. I want to go on a vacation. I need to get something booked. Thanks so much. To find more travel tips, just visit Jeff's website at jeffjhunter.com. And coming up after the break, we have a great idea for a summer trip for you, and it involves some wine. Should be good.